Guys, it is the Coaster Battleman here bringing you an awesome video. I'm doing a coaster review. It's been a long time since I've ever done one of these coaster reviews. I'm reviewing the Beast at Kings Island. This coaster, what an amazing wooden coaster. Definitely my favorite wooden coaster I have ridden. This coaster is very fun. And overall, I recommend you go to Kings Island to ride this coaster as well as some other roller coasters I could review. But I'm doing something on my channel. I'm doing reviews of coasters, quite a few coasters. Like, do you want me to do like wooden coasters, like by coaster category or by amusement park? I recommend you comment down what coaster it is I should review. But right now, the Beast is known for being the longest coaster in the USA, and it's known for being the longest wooden coaster still standing today. And this coaster is, layout-wise, I would give it probably a low score overall, if it had it, because its layout is not the best. I'm not really big on the Beast's layout when you compare it to other coasters, but I'm fine with the layout on this coaster. That's what this coaster is meant to be. It's meant to be a very long, lengthy wooden coaster. And I really like the Beast. And you may notice in this video provided by Theme Park Review that the first lift hill is slower than the second lift hill. And that's because when the second train ascends the second lift hill, the first lift hill chain will go faster. But one time when I experienced this coaster, the first chain was actually running fairly fast, or a traditional speed, compared to the second, or it was running about the same speed as the second. But this coaster, the reason why I really like this coaster, another reason is because this coaster has two lift hills, which I just talked about, and the two drops are outstanding. And as you look at this video, one of the trains just went on the drop, on the second drop, and that's what this coaster does. And the first drop, you may notice, is that there is a trim brake on the first drop, and there is also a trim brake on the second drop. And the Beast, that's probably one of my main complaints about this coaster, is that it does have some trims in there. But still, this is a very fun coaster. And even though this coaster may not really have any airtime moments, I still thought this was a very fun wooden coaster, guys. I really like the straight sections on this coaster. They're much better than probably other coasters out there, like Superman Ride of Steel at Six Flags America. But seriously, this coaster is just one of those coasters that you just get the sensation of speed with, because you're going at a very consistent speed throughout the entire ride. And that's what I really like about the Beast. You go through these tunnels and straight sections and turns through the trees. And to me, the Beast feels more like an adventure, because you're going through the woods and you see power lines, and you might even see Diamondback at one point in the middle of the ride. I think it's a pretty cool ride experience. And literally the first half of this ride, from the opening drop to the second lift hill, is you're basically hidden from Kings Island. You feel like you're not at any amusement park at all. You're just on the middle of a roller coaster, just having a great time. But as you move on to the ride, when you go on the second lift hill, you head back towards Kings Island, or the main amusement park area, which is a pretty nice thing about the Beast. But I'm going to regard roughness and smoothness. Overall, I think the Beast is fairly smooth for a wooden coaster. It may be a little jerky, but that's not really a problem, because this is a very old wooden coaster, as it was built in 1979. One of the best coasters ever built in the 1970s, and is definitely a legendary roller coaster. And if I had to decide which drop I like better, I would rather like the second drop better, for some reason. Here's why. It's a lot longer than the first drop, plus you're slanted at a small angle which is a pretty cool sensation on the Beast, and the helix that it has is fairly intense and very fun when you travel through the tunnels. It's very rickety, very fun wooden coaster. And now I'm going to say my final score for the Beast. Overall, the Beast, I would give a 9.5 out of 10. And here's why. This coaster is a little rattly and a little rough. That's what some wooden coasters are like. But it's not really too big of a problem. But the trim brakes on the drops really kill some speed from the ride. What I think this coaster needs is a GCI retrack. Make the coaster not have any trims on the drops and straight sections. You can make the turns a little bit more banked. I think a GCI retrack to the Beast would be amazing. And it would make the Beast even better than what it currently is, because you would enjoy the drops a lot more. And overall, the Beast, what an amazing roller coaster. And I definitely recommend you ride it at Kings Island. And thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more.